Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Edipo Kleber, an architect. I'm going to give you 10 tips to decorate your kitchen and make it modern, beautiful, functional, while paying only a fair price. Spending only what's necessary to decorate your kitchen. And some of these items are even cheap, so you can add them to your kitchen, okay? It really comes down to personal taste. Well, this is a project we're delivering to our client. We're in the final stage. I'm making the last videos here to hand over this project to my client, and now we've reached the kitchen stage that I want to talk to you about. First, I want to start with the countertop. I always like to use light-colored countertops in my projects, okay? Whether it's here on the kitchen countertop or on this counter that separates the kitchen from the living room, which is a counter we used in this project to build in the microwave and also add some drawers, okay? And it automatically serves as a quick snack counter where those two chairs are. And also in the laundry room, because I like to use the same stone in all three places here. That's my first tip for you. Second tip, induction cooktop. I like to use induction cooktops in my projects. Never use an electric cooktop, okay? I will never recommend you put an electric cooktop in your project. Always go for induction. And I've already told you guys several times here on the channel why I use induction cooktops and not electric ones. If it were gas, that's fine. But I prefer the induction one. And it's the same thing with the oven. If you don't have much space in your kitchen and can't build that tall oven tower, go with an under-counter oven and a cooktop here, and you'll have a good kitchen design, okay? Now, check this out. I've mentioned this to you several times here on the channel. The lighting is casting a wash of light over my countertop. If I turned off the functional light here, the main light in my kitchen, even so, my kitchen would still be nice and bright because of these two LEDs that we installed in this project. That's another tip I'm sharing with you. Use this kind of lighting in your upper kitchen cabinets. This will benefit you a lot in your daily life, in the use of your kitchen. As you're doing things, preparing food and so on. This is really cool. I really like and enjoy it a lot. Faucets. Keep writing down the tips I'm giving you, okay? Faucets. You'll always hear me say in my videos that faucets have to be as clean as possible. No gourmet faucets, those big ones with lots of rings, lots of arches and all that. This one is a functional faucet, okay? Matte black. Matches everything. Matches what we have here in our project. And an excellent one from a really great brand. I'm not going to mention brands here, okay? I might comment, for example, cooktop oven Electrolux. Water purifier Electrolux. Look, dishwasher Electrolux. Refrigerator Electrolux. Microwave here, Brastemp. Sure, I can discuss brands with you, but they're well-known ones you see every day. Including down here. In the description of this video, down here, in the description there. There's a link to all these pieces of equipment here that I used in this project and recommend to you. If you want to buy equipment like recommend a good induction cooktop to me, it will be down there in the description of this video for you. The oven, the faucet. Do you know how much a faucet like this costs? You must be thinking, wow, because of the design, because of the style. A single lever faucet, hot and cold water. You probably think it costs around 1,000 Rs. 350 Rs. We paid. I recommended this faucet model to the client. Okay? So you don't need to spend a lot to have a beautiful kitchen. Alright? Another important tip. Sink. Always. An undermount or flush mounted sink with the countertop. Here, look. Never have a drop-in sink. I will never recommend a drop-in sink for you in any project that I design and carry out here. Alright, and I'll explain why. Drop-in sink, in my opinion, for everyday use, it's not functional, okay? The undermount sink, which is this model here, or that sink that's flush with the countertop, is much more functional when it comes to cleaning in your daily routine, alright? So take this tip as well because it's very important. Let's discuss this wall covering. The client requested it and really liked it. You know I'm against having too much grout on the wall, especially here, near the cooktop. I'm against it. Too much grout. You put those mosaic tiles on your kitchen countertop. This one is at the limit. Let's put it this way, like you don't like it, okay, but what about this one? This one is at the limit for the amount of grout. It's a 20 by 20 stone that he chose, and we put it here to match the niche that's in the living room. There's a niche there by the wine rack that's the same model as this green ubatuba that's over there. So that's why we put this type of stone in the project. But I'll say it again to you. If you can use the same stone in your project and have it continue up here, great. The cost will obviously go up. Porcelain tile is also very nice. But no, never put mosaic tiles in your kitchen here, because they get really dirty and you get tired of them very quickly, okay? Shelf. I like this type of shelf here because it's functional. Instead of having this whole area plain, right, between the countertop and the overhead cabinet, with a little shelf like this, it looks really nice, it's really functional. So I really like to use it in my projects as well. No matter how thin it is, you can put spices, put those everyday groceries you use, and so on. This is really cool and it's very functional for you to use in your kitchen. Keep writing down these tips because this is a design tip from an architect who's showing you both the theory and the practice. This is a project I'm delivering to my client. Did you notice that here I have lighting and there's also lighting on the ceiling? And this lighting needs to be neutral white or cool white. I'm not a big fan of cool white, okay? But never use warm white in your kitchen. Pay attention because I'm going to tell you why you should never use warm white. Look at the living room over there. Do you see that in the living room we have warm white? In that central light fixture, in the spotlights, and in that chandelier out on the balcony. And here we have neutral white. Kitchen. Laundry room also has neutral white. It's a space where you need to be fully attentive, well lit, right? That's why we have a lot of lighting here in this kitchen. So, in my projects, always cool white, cold white, whatever you want to call it, lighting in your kitchen. All right? Trust me, you won't regret it. Let's talk about the range hood too, which is another very interesting detail. You must be wondering, right, Ed? I see the cooktop here, but where's the range hood? Range hood. Show it down here. Show it down here, look. Can you see the range hood down here? The range hood, we chose a slimmer model here, what we usually call a thinner profile, but it's here, look. I'll turn it on, look. Listen to the noise it makes. Did you notice? It's here. The duct runs through the cabinet and goes up. Okay, this is the slim model. But some people like to use that wall model, that model with the glass vent. Here we put the slim model in the project. Why? Because I didn't want to lose the aesthetics of my clients' upper cabinets all the way across. If we put that wall model, that glass model, right? That has that glass thing like this, we would lose a little bit of cabinet space up here. So here you see some really nice custom cabinetry, a very cool look, without losing the function of the range hood here for my client. One more tip for you. Another key tip, check the floor. Look at the floor, the flooring, come here. Kitchen flooring, guys, it has to be satin finished, okay? Kitchen flooring can't be polished, unless in some very specific cases. But kitchen flooring has to be satin finished. All right, why? It's a place where you'll usually be cleaning more often. It's a place where you need some grip to walk on that floor. Go with satin finished flooring. Here in this case, we put it in the kitchen. In the laundry room and in the living room with the balcony, the same porcelain tile. This porcelain tile is 1.20 by 1.20 satin finished. So, it turned out really great, it looks really good. The client loved it and it's the kind of flooring I also recommend for you. Since I'm already crouched down here, take a look down here. Baseboard, okay? The baseboard has to be made from the same stone as the floor. See this here? This is the baseboard. Down here, this is my baseboard. We made a masonry base and I didn't put it. It's very common to see countertops made, this baseboard made from the same material as the countertop. Okay? For example, here it would be white. No, in my projects it's the same porcelain tile, it's the same floor that goes up on this baseboard that's down here. Alright, so put that in your project too. The baseboard in your kitchen has to be made of the same material as the floor to give continuity to the look of your floor. And since I'm talking about the baseboard, you notice there's a difference here, right? There's a depth here, look. What's that for? This is really important for your daily life. For this right here, look. I'm here washing the dishes and automatically the tip of my foot goes past my body line, right? So if I have that over there, leveled, aligned with my cabinet, I'm going to keep hitting the tip of my shoe there. So look, that distance is for this. Right here, look, I'm leaning against the sink here, see? It's very common for us to lean our waist here on the counter and have the tip of our shoe sticking out, see? So that's what it's for. It's to give you this comfort in your daily life. This is very important. This is even good for your health, okay? Don't make a mistake with this project here, with this tip I'm giving you, because this can cause you serious back problems over time. Did you get all these tips? What did you think? What did you think about this kitchen here? Of this project we're delivering here? It's really beautiful, right? We designed it and we executed it. Everything you're seeing here was our project, my project, and executed by us at Arc 7 from the floor to the ceiling, all ours. The client hired us to do everything here, okay? I'll do the following. All this equipment you see here, like I told you, is listed below in the description of this video where you can buy it. Now let me ask you to subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed yet, like this video, give it a like, leave your comment if you have any questions about these tips I gave you here in the kitchen, okay? Share this video, send it to your friends and family. Look at this cool video, such great tips that Edipo Kleber is bringing to us straight from the job site. Right in the kitchen, in a project he designed, executed, and is delivering to his client, and he's showing it to us here. And a heads up for you. Be careful with online architects, okay? Someone recently told me about it. They sent me messages and comments here. Yeah, but I saw another video like this or that, with him talking, her talking, and so on. Everyone has their own way of doing things. I talk about the theory and show it in practice. Okay? What I design, I show it working. So be careful with those online architects who just sit in their office thinking they're all that and giving you tips that will often lead you to make mistakes without you even realizing it. If he demonstrates his design in practice like I am, that's great. That's cool, and I respect that. Otherwise, be careful. All right? Take care and see you in the next video.